Teaser time presented by Betfred for week 12 of the NFL season right here on the Hammer Betting Network. So early in the season, a couple bad beats. And I kept saying, hey, we're owed a little bit of luck here, guys. That luck found us big time last week. 2-0 with our teaser bet. So the Sunday teaser, we had the Eagles paired with the Kansas City Chiefs. The Eagles, they don't take a lead in that game till a minute 20 remaining in the fourth quarter. Jalen Hurts runs one in for us, cashes that leg. Then on Sunday Night Football, back and forth, not looking very good. Chargers take a lead with a minute 46 left. Chiefs go on the score, 31 seconds remaining. Sunday teaser hits. We go on to Monday, same game teaser. The 49ers leg easily hits. We had that paired with the under. Took that up to 49.5. Not looking very good. Trace McSorley driving down the field, gets into the red zone, throws an interception. The teaser hits. I laugh. So luck found us. Let's hope luck finds us again here this week. Remember, you can track all the picks made on this show by downloading the BetStamp app. Find us there under the name. What else? Teaser time. All right, let's get right into the action. You guys know the drill. If you've been watching the show, my 5 favorite teaser legs, I take my top 2, put them on an official ticket, and I have a same game teaser for Monday Night Football. So let's start things off with the Jaguars playing at home versus Baltimore. We'll take the Jags up to +10 in this one. So indeed, the Jaguars starting to look like the Jaguars again. The losses are piling up, but they're not really a team that gets its ass kicked. They haven't lost a game by more than 10 points all season here, and I think they might be able to limit Baltimore on the ground. The Ravens love to run the football, as we know. Jacksonville, pretty good against the run. 8th in yards allowed per rush attempt. And you take a look at the Jags on their home field defensively, pretty damn good. They're only allowing 14 points a game. And on both sides of the ball, their stats take a significant jump in a lot of key areas. So I think a blowout is unlikely here. Jags +10. Next up, we're going to take the Falcons, take them up to +10 as well in Washington versus the Commanders. What a stupid name. The only thing that franchise had going for it was the name, the Washington Football Team. Hopefully whoever buys the team changes it back. So watch out for the Red Hot Commanders, right? All of a sudden, 5-1 tear, but still not a great team by any means here, guys. 25th in net yards per play, a few positions down from Atlanta, actually. And sure, a win is a win, but Washington getting a lot of bounces going their way here. So in their 5 wins that they've had over their last 6 games, they won the turnover battle 11-4, and still 3 of those 5 losses were by 5 points or less. So I think Atlanta can give them a game here. Next up, ooh, what a beautiful game this is. We're going to take the Carolina Panthers from +2.5 up to +8.5 versus the disgrace that is the Denver Broncos. And what a treat we're in here for. We're in for here. Sam Darnold versus Russell Wilson. An absolute delight of a quarterback matchup here. And great work out of your bye, Broncos. You know, you had extra time to prepare for the Raiders at home. How did they respond? The Broncos scored 16 points on their home field versus the disgrace that is the Las Vegas Raiders. And this is simply about fading the Denver Broncos, who I don't think should be favored on the road versus anyone, except for maybe the Houston Texans. But you take a look at the 3 wins the Broncos have had this season. They beat those Texans by 7 at home. They somehow beat the 49ers by 1 at home. They beat the Jags by 4, once again, at home. So they remain winless on the road versus a Panthers team that's playing kind of competitive football. I think that's fair to say, right? Over the last 5 games, at least 2 outright wins, 2 road losses by a combined 13 points. And yes, absolutely, they got the living shit kicked out of them by the Cincinnati Bengals, but I don't think the Broncos have the ability to kick anyone's ass. So getting the Panthers up to +8.5 looks like a good spot. And check this out. 9 of Denver's 10 games, regardless of who won, finished with a win margin of 7 points or less. So the Broncos playing a lot of tight games. I think we'll see another tight, low-scoring game in Carolina. Okay, guys, let's move into official teaser ticket territory. We're going to start things off on Sunday Night Football. take the Philadelphia Eagles to get back on track here, get them down to -1 with the Packers in town. So Philly, a little shaky over the past couple of weeks, right? Losing to Washington at home, a single-point win over the Colts. No one was impressed by that, but the bigger picture shows that this is a much better team than they've shown over the past couple of weeks. And a good matchup for them here with the Packers in town. The Packers fell back to earth on Thursday Night Football against the Titans after that win versus the Dallas Cowboys the week before that. And of course, what's the big flaw, or what was the big flaw with the Eagles? It was their rush defense, and they may have addressed that with a couple of hired guns. Only a one-game sample size, but they brought in a Linval Joseph and Ndamukong Suh, and they helped hold the Colts last week to just 3.8 yards per rush. So maybe leaning on the run for Green Bay. I don't think it would be a great option for them in this game, and leaning on the pass won't be a good option for them either, because Philly number 1 in yards per pass attempt allowed, so they're really good against the pass defensively. And specific to on the road, the Packers are struggling offensively, 25th in yards per pass attempt. So just overall, it looks like this could be a really tough spot for their offense in what is a lost season for the Packers. Philly, though, through the air, fantastic. One of the best in the NFL. They get a Packers defense that got absolutely torched by Ryan Tannehill, who had his best game of the season against them at Lambeau Field on Thursday Night Football there last week. So I expect the Eagles to get back on track and win this one outright by 2 points or more. Absolutely. So probably not a whole lot of pushback on that one, but maybe a little bit on this one. But I think it is an excellent spot. So we're going to take the Philadelphia Eagles and pair them with the New Orleans Saints. We're going to take all the way up through 10 and 14 points to plus 15.5 in San Francisco versus the 49ers in San Fran. Of course, the flavor of the week. Once again, every 2 weeks, everyone loves the 49ers, but, congratulations to them for beating up on Colt McCoy and the Cardinals. But people are quick to forget that we've seen a lot of underwhelming performances from the 49ers here this season. People are very quick to forget this. Just 2 weeks ago, I don't think anyone was impressed by their 6-point win at home over the beat to shit Los Angeles Chargers. 2 weeks before that, they got absolutely destroyed by the Kansas City Chiefs. They lost by 14 2 weeks before that versus the Atlanta Falcons. Also, they have losses to the Broncos and Bears this season. So pump the brakes. Not a whole lot of consistency here from the San Francisco 49ers. And when you line up the stats here, guys, it's actually pretty close, which is a bit of a surprise, yeah. But the Saints shockingly come in at 7th in net yards per play. Of course, San Francisco is first. But Saints defensively, they rank higher than the 49ers in both opponent third down conversion percentage and opponent red zone touchdown conversion percentage. And offensively, they're only averaging 1 fewer point per game. So don't be surprised if the Saints show up in San Francisco and give the 49ers a game, or at the very least, don't lose by 16 or more points here. We're getting a gigantic cushion up to plus 15.5. So official teaser for Sunday, Saints up to plus 15.5 with the Eagles. Sunday Night Football down to a single point. Okay, same game teaser time, Monday Night Football. And oh my God, Christmas has come early for us football fans. Steelers in Indianapolis to take on the Colts. What an absolute joy this is going to be. I don't know about that, but pretty good betting option, I think. Pair the Steelers, take them up to plus 8.5, and pair that with the under, which will take up to 45.5. So first, the case for the under. What a gold mine under bets are in Colts games here lately. The Colts have gone under in 14 of their last 16 games and in 9 of 11 games this season. Average combined score of their games this season, 35.7. So we're taking this up to 45.5. Just complete incompetence by each of these offenses here. 28th and 31st in scoring. Colts defense has been pretty good though. 7th in yards per play, good on third down, elite versus the run, and strong versus the pass in recent weeks. If Pittsburgh defense, pretty underwhelming. You dig into the numbers, you're not going to be very impressed. But, some standout performances, to be fair, over the past couple weeks. They held the Saints to 10 points. They held the high-flying Dolphins to 16. They held the Tom Brady-led Buccaneers to 18 points in one game. So, yeah, I think that they can absolutely limit this Colts team, keep the scoring down, keep the game tight. As for the Steelers, up to plus 8.5, the Colts haven't won a game by more than 7 points all season. Pittsburgh isn't good by any means, but the only time they really got their ass kicked this season was versus the Bills and versus the Eagles, two of the best teams in football. A couple surprise wins and relatively close losses the rest of the way for the Steelers. So this game is going to be god-awful, but hopefully the betting result will be absolutely beautiful for our same game teaser. So there you have it, guys. Teaser time for week 12 of the season. Make sure you check me out with my day job, Vegas Insider. Host a little show called Chasing That Paper, Monday through Friday, 11 Eastern on the Vegas Insider YouTube channel. If you're watching from the great US of A, I wish you Thanksgiving this weekend. I'm very grateful for each and every one of you watching the show. Good luck with your bets this week. See you week 13. Woo!